А реально для друзья еще не подходит что-то игра. Да. Это,
подходит?
эта игра подходит тем, кто прошел эту игру, а не тем, кто новичок. Ну, нялоко, короче. Да?
Мгм. М.
Я неплохой, плохой пример сказал.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need
Неудобно,
directions.
некоторые локации сделаны.
Yes, I know where some things are.
Люди
But
спят.
as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And
Короче,
I'm not
я...
going to start working here again, if that's what
Сарга
you mean.
объясняет, думаю. Я за алкаша играю. Как Валентин, объясни весь сюжет.
Короче, ты голым просыпаешься в отеле комнаты и ничего не помнишь, что произошло, да. И внутри тебя живут куча личностей.
didn't imply
Они
that.
все обозначают
Detective.
какое-то чувство, да. Все, вот начало.
Ну, я только начал, да, так что... Ты ничего не потерял. Я только проснулся. Что он сказал?
He
Да.
probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Кота яда.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
В смысле? Куда идти?
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away.
Thank you.
Дело раскрыто.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about
Тема
that for you?
феминиста.
It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
Что, феминист?
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind the counter is a bartender, okay? I hope it is. I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your
Такое
muscles.
бывает.
Ну, я могу на него надавить, у меня же типа... Я же
The
шкаф.
prey drive says.
Да, характеристики можно поменять. Да, у меня
Да,
сумрак
у тебя
работает.
вот твой сумрак прям подсказывает.
Озвучила бы, но этот... Люди спят, поэтому пытаюсь не говорить. Я могу дальше гнать жевал.
No, I didn't.
У меня, например, такого не было.
I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this?
Я раскрыл дело один Данёха.
Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless.
НБ.
His expression
Добрый коп и злой коп.
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
Что вы сидите ждать?
He ignores you. More, Press on. Push through.
Пуш. А он что, реально убил Сильвию, что ли?
Fuck you, man.
That's enough.
Тебе или гад?
That's a real pity.
А кто такой? Что случилось? Что он мне делал?
Behind this building, there's a
Отойди.
courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree.
Какая-то надпись уходит, я не успел видеть.
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Каква еквилибристика, инка дърветя.
Видишь, не показывает. Почему? То есть это мне что-то не...
Показывает.
У меня
Какая-то характеристика показывает телата.
энциклопедия, что ли? Или риторик. Что не показывает?
Там характеристика гире хаджара равди.
Незаметно ускользнуть Тивинда. Давай.
Попробуй.
One moment you're running like the
Неудача.
then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the
А вы
finger
одного не хватило,
furiously
одного
with
кубика.
both hands. Why?
Эквилибристика все время один.
Бля, я ее сейчас уроню. Зачем это делал? Зачем обеими руками? Зачем обеими?
That's true. Yes. And it's worrying. But let's not fixate on it. Look at that stupid bartender instead. He has no idea what's going on. You and your fuck you fingers floating in the air.
Watch out!
Ай-яй-яй-яй, что я наделал? Вау, что я наделал?
Кубик неправильно брать. Хватит стоп.
Everything goes dark.
Back so soon.
Она того стоила один.
Admit it. You just missed the quarter lot. I was wrong to let you go. I should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are?
It doesn't look so, sweetie. Are you okay?
Окей, let's go.
You have sustained a trauma to your lower
Бля,
neck.
я ХБ
In
потратил.
addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when you move.
The chair took the brunt of it. Don't worry.
Are you sure, ma'am?
Yes. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place. The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights
well,
and the
on-
broken window, though.
это
That's
помогу.
100 square.
He's shaken.
Мне
Barton now,
пришлось
and
искать.
he'll cave in.
Тогда он впечатлен. Торгуйся, он поддастся демонстра. Ну-ка. Давай.
Okay, fine. I'll take it off your bill. Sleep in a post-apocalyptic hellhole if you want to. Just know I won't give you another room.
Бля, я не буду у него жить, что ли? Блядь. Окей. Другие места есть-то? Я бы что, на полу спать? Что ли?
Don't thank me yet. You still owe me 60 real for 3 nights stay.
А тебя
If you don't have it by
Тоже
tonight, I
60
just
тебе
can't
надо.
let you up there. And for God's
Мне
sake,
130
watch out for
пришлось искать.
yourself.
Бля, а как ХП восполнить?
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Не в тему на коне.
Why did you say that?
Не знаю.
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place, one that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Бомжиков с хули.
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
Бля, а я могу вспомнить дом,
Там
бля.
мысль появилась, тебе алдыра аватар. Тердись. Вот пункт Кири, алдыра, ага. Ты можешь
Вау.
сейчас это усвоить, бомжиков. Но пока это минус самообладания вроде, и 4 часа изучается, это toch проблема. И когда решение коллеги, ты какие-то бонусы получишь.
Да, бомжиков, бродяга, бомжиков. Плюсы можно сесть терапию и не мыться, ходить изящным. Пошатывание, никакого бродяга не нужен. Никто, ничего, никто не выкинет тебя на улицу. Да, машина не будет. Никогда больше не услышишь, ты пьян, на кой
Игра
черт?
сама не скажет, какой именно плюсики ты
Не
получишь.
позорься. А разве здесь минус? Нет, серьезно, у них хоть один минус. А я не могу другие выбрать уже, да, из-за этого?
Нет, другие по времени игры откроются. Вот там смотри, и ты
А,
ты можешь максимально 12.
То есть я могу начать усвоить самообладание, потеряя один, да? Ну-ка.
Не, одно очко навыка потеряешь, все.
Вот это потеряю.
Временно. Пока изучаешь.
А. Надо. Блять, надо, наверное.
Можешь? Она у тебя и так маленькая. Через 4 часа она закончится.
Подожди, а как хилиться? Нет хил.
Впереди тоха. Он не выкинет. Нажми на плюсик там. Не, он не выкинет. Там плюсик нажми.
Окей.
Хотя так ведь у меня ячейка здоровья только одна. Если получу урон, я умру сразу. Хардкор режим у меня. У меня зато туда еще и появилось дух, у меня там 6 штук. Кстати, аптечки не тратить того-то, когда утъем вот такие, а? Тогда она сама восстанавливается.
Дискордка.
Или орыгана хавидде тут так.
Если что, я в Discord пошел. Вау.
Окей, костюм.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache
Я
medicine.
могу его разбудить. Почему у меня не показывает ничего, Вау?
Это качок этого.
Из-за этого... Не, ну если я же интеллект прокачал, но у меня же интеллект 4.
Ну, видимо, психика либо моторика, что-то из них.
А у тебя же низкие батахта.
У меня психика большая.
Да?
Физическая единичка стоит, ага.
Я шкаф. Да, я сначала таблетку возьму, потом разбужу.
The man does not mind. You probably need them.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait.
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor. Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
Ну-ка, разбужу-ка его, давай-ка, сука, блядь.
You gently shake his shoulder,
Блядь.
but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly
Что
in
за
the
кулика,
ship's
тебе не
engine.
повезло, 2 и 1.
Всего у вас 9. Грубая сила 4 добавила мне. Кубики только 3.
Грубая сила 4.
И еще модификатор.
2.
Ты сейчас же мог его разбудить? А, уже не могу разбудить, да?
The worker is in a deep slumber.
Можешь, если только прокачаешь тогда грубые силы.
Эс,
The
да?
worker is in a deep
Не
slumber.
нажимаю, недоступно деньги. Ну ладно.
Сохранись. Оставить нажми.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself. Maybe
Ты что,
you
разговариваешь
haven't
сам с
turned out
собой?
well for your drinking.
Этот,
Have you
его,
thought
этот,
about
мысли.
that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade to yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
Слизнуть. Слизнуть на чуть-чуть.
Calmly, the lieutenant looks out of the window, then to you, licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, but only.
What are you doing?
Я алкоголя пью, ну дала дозу, да. Иду вслед.
We should move. You could definitely go for some more. The titillating scent of alcohol in your nostrils was beautiful.
Это химия же, да? У меня 5 стоит она. Хуясь. Алкаш. Моб. Где труп? Да. Где? А кубики реально рандомно, значит, какой-то игровой рандом есть, да?
Это игровой рандом, ага.
Что за... О, смотри, мой ботинок. А как его взять?
Наверх надо. Обратно тебе надо зайти.
Я хочу ботинок твой взять.
Ты галстук одел свой?
Точно. Смотри-ка.
Он же говорящий.
Да, у меня галстук есть. Он мне говорил, да.
Говорил, где уже.
Там храппер.
Навара не салдара. Эти мысли калеви, которые. Может, кстати, Марин.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway doesn't
также бывает, да?
It wants smoke.
Включи ты.
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best. And when you're done thinking about them, plus, smoking them gives massive
Где задание
bonuses.
даже найдите сигареты? Мне Харгал один задание говорит.
Бухать надо и попить, и покурить.
Где ты?
Проверь. Я мог как раз сразу подобрать, что ли, свой ботинок.
Сасики хаути ярыгын энде. Хаскар кира. Ачана сат. Или хочешь, чтобы напарник ушел, где на Хаскар кира. Вот киха. Да, барабар.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously like two baby crocodiles. It's pretty clear a normal cop is good. They're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you.
О, все. Эквилибристику уменьшает. Почему?
Это самообладание увеличит.
У меня музыка лагает.
Это все должно быть прокачано или какие-то плохие все-таки?
У меня вон психика слабая и моторика слабая. Но сила, интеллект хорош.
Я вот считаю электрохимия плохая, но у них ее жестко прокачана.
Наркоман? Я не нашел эквибилип, блядь, сейчас не могу это выговорить.
Ну, на внизу у тебя 0.
Ходите как тень, поражайте великолепием. Мне понятно.
Ты из-за него не смог убежать.
А, точно, блядь. У Вала показывает же процент удачи, у меня не показывает почему-то. А, Вала, когда в зеркало смотрел, процент же мне показывало бы. Помнишь? Кубики им показывало. А сейчас не перестало показывать. То есть у меня игра багнулась.
Сейчас прошел, давал.
Ага, Джона, не?
А сейчас играешь, что ли, тоже?
А, у меня же игра багнулась же, значит. У меня же показывало в начале кубики, когда в зеркало смотрел. И теперь не показывает.
Что за бред-то? Придется того. Либо заново зайти, либо в зеркало пойти.
Ну давай в зеркало пойду-ка. Что за мысли у меня там были?
Не было, ты сам нажал.
Нет, я правую кнопку не нажимал.
Да?
А, в зеркало еще раз пойду-ка.
Это твой номер, что ли?
Крутой не она.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner.
Такой.
But it's all just
I can see that.
a mirror hangs on the bathroom wall,
Блин, крутая
in it
рисовка,
your face,
Ничего не показывает она.
adorned with the expression.
Прямо эти тогны.
Ага, кра. Может быть у меня реально что-то не прокачано.
Не показывает, погоди, вины.
Процент удачи. Кубики.
Проценты удачи.
Вот это у меня единственная проблема. Единственная. Какая проблема, конечно. Эсь.
Кубиков.
Ай, блядь.
The
Тут
RCM in
крутая игра,
Martinez.
кажется.
What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here. That's of course. What can I help you with? Excuse me?
Хазульбех, у людей проблем не
Well,
было.
I didn't write it there.
Ай.
I'm just sitting here.
Ты можешь попытаться
I don't
попасться,
know
зайти
anything
и
about that
первый
either.
выбор сделать.
As I said, I didn't write it.
Pig is a widely used term for
Пик.
members of the police.
Свинья же была, да?
It's not loving.
No need to worry. We are not saying you did.
Okay. Well, I didn't.
Пият пола
Since the
скорее.
street sign's messed up? Oh, that's...
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Я же пока не знаю, куда
No
мне идти.
problem. Me? I am just a gardener. I am pleased to meet you too, officer. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Не, сломал игру. Все, что я могу тебе сказать.
Блядь, ну почему у меня так?
Доктор,
Всё.
я сейчас то же самое попробую. Я сейчас охраню игру у себя, нет?
Эй,
Попробую перезайти.
с теми же характеристиками ведешь что? А, дай.
У тебя там что было ты?
У меня этот интеллект и сила по 4.
Интеллект и сила. По 4. Остальные
По 2.
по 2. И ты выбрал сумрак.
There are several footprints in the mud,
Нагадер.
left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. What do you think you are?
Чё?
A pseudo detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard.
Я этот
Isn't this
потерял.
something an industrial worker would wear?
Noted.
Бля, я тут
Я,
боевой дух потратил.
я полетел я.
Ага. Я показываю, да?
Подожди, я только
Kuno's got this.
зашел.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost
Что значит
exquisite in his
концептуализация?
ugliness. Like a
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy Kuno.
Ой, зеркало
Can't
затрогать
talk,
нельзя,
pig.
не.
Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about. I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno. Kuno's riding it, see? The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno. The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Я не знаю, как контролировать.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
The fuck are you talking about? He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other. All right, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Угу.
Shitload pig. What's your question? Don't tell the pig shit,
Yes, sir.
Kuno.
Ну-ка.
У тебя же есть проценты.
Да, Лала проценты показывает. Нечестно, да?
It belongs in things with good forever. If it does out of the dazzling, everyone loves the click is you. You have some. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon up. It's too late.
Теперь Алрати сиденье.
Ага.
У тебя сперва
Конечно,
тоже
да.
показывала, да?
Да, вроде показала. Потом уже пропала.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there.
The usual being. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary, the young, or have you seen anything suspicious?
No, you've been here. Couldn't say.
Эээ. Нет.
Mostly drinking.
Смотри.
Показывает же тебе. Я должен перезайти,
Try
походу.
that expression. Come on, why are you still doing this?
С 8% сработало.
А, все-таки
Alcohol
8%
raises
может
testosterone
сработать.
levels, especially in men.
6,5 кинул уже.
Levels remain elevated
смотри.
after inebriation ends and the pain begins.
Ага.
Один это делал внушением, и 6,5 дал отдых в игральные кости.
Ну ладно, везде удачи же.
She puts out her cigarette.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
She looks
You
back
heard
at you.
Kuno?
And now,
Kuno wasn't
goodbye.
even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a
Теперь
city
решать
in
уже, да?
some
Ты
pulp
можешь это
science
загрузить.
fiction novel.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to? Don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame.
А,
It's not
кто
fucking
убегал от
lame.
него, да?
Kuno's building
Всё равно
Kuno's
не
City.
ты бросаешь
Night
тут.
City.
The man
Lame.
No, I'm
Если
not.
даже
That's the
возьмешь
name of
Everything
Kuno's
she
City,
just-
bitch.
His
Get the
eyes
fuck off
dart.
Kuno's back.
So
Yeah,
now
This shit ain't about.
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's important, it'll come up later. You focus
Hello,
on the
Imperial.
place. He's waiting for your name. Raphael
Kuno's fucking-
Ambrosia.
Yes.
Kuno
Look,
uses
it
the
looks-
fucking
what he-
photographer.
If you don't-
He's
it's also
trying
good.
to hide the fact
Mhm.
that he doesn't know.
So
knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Looks like you're a faggoty now, whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't...
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Але у меня зеленый инвентарь, кто отелил, эквилибристика.
Ага, да.
Я
А,
смогу
бля.
выходить не валить.
Get lost.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo.
Кадраж.
What do you want with
Я
it?
тебя
А.
забагнулся.
Бля.
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his note.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Yeah. The
Not
king,
bля.
yeah, whatever. Kuno's Kuno, pig.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third person Kuno. Primal.
Бля, мне сумрак.
Violent.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're trying to get Kuno hooked on the...
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you. Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Everybody, please! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're afraid.
Pigs in hurting, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Look at his shit-eating grin. He knows there's nothing you can do to him. He's bullying you, and you can't help it. Scare him. How did this happen? You can still get out of this. Appeal to his reason.
Подожди, но у меня процент не показывает, подожди. Подожди-ка нахуй, блядь. А я могу пока не нажимать? Я же могу потом до этого дойти, да, еще раз? Дай-ка пока.
Look,
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating...
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up, look. The Kuno's...
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that.
Как собираешься вернуть процент?
Сейчас попытаюсь перезагрузиться. А я могу сейчас выйти, да? А я же не загрузил. Не хочу сохраниться сначала.
На сохранение тебе надо делать.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch. You're gonna be in this shit.
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever.
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
Сохранить надо. Надо выйти. Я только запустил игру, а я уже его пакнул.
Чё ты его не отпиздил?
Нам бы его отпиздить. Да. Что я его отпили? У меня же прокачана сила. Же бета. Я перезагружусь там, где я хотел отпиздить. Я хотел нажать. Там диалоги же быстро можно пропускать, давал.
Изи.
А ты чё не хочешь все читать-то?
Я же дома не один, спят. так бы комментировал больше бы, наверное.
Красивая игра такая.
Я скучал, это делал. Это как этот царга, это как этот Кенч. Шутка. А, я здесь провалился. Вот здесь провалился вроде.
There are several footprints in the mud.
А, нормальный, нормальный процент же. Почему я провалил?
О, показывает.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46.
Я Бэтмен, что ли?
Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46? You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. 5. Another standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes.
Что за боссы, ну?
Number 44.
Размеры боссов.
6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Say impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gate is undeveloped. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. Number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. 8. And yet another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the soul.
How many?
8 человек, 4 миллиона, чё?
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
А, ебать.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Кстати, уже подсказывает твою мысль в правильном направлении.
Ким, да?
Нет, твои мысли.
А, да.
Успех был.
Тяжелый смерть. Несоответствие.
Почему он сказал 20 человек, если 8 пар?
А, он просчитался же, говорит. Типа, ему казалось, что типа, да.
200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Велика. Крайней степени ожирения.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows. You have a point there. Anyway, it's something to consider. What else can you see?
Уже знаю, да как он умер.
Да.
A woman or a kid?
Почему он умер?
Okay. How do you know?
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
Understood. Anything else? Interesting. Let's name it the odd soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal, like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
Что-то барабанщик.
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashon. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken...
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction.
Почему только 0 опыта?
Indeed. They all stood in a row here. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. The lieutenant's eyes narrow.
Either way. What else?
Kuno's
If there ever...
В конце окажется, что ты убить, да?
love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is The kid is obviously high.
Fuck that! The rake, he should throw... The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is?
You will see.
The language these...
Fuck no! The fuck? He's calling us Kuno. Alright, entertain the Kuno. Shit, don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
If I were to...
The usual being.
Kuno's...
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Probably. You heard Kuno. I don't mess up.
There is no Night City anywhere.
Why you gotta... You wanna know where Kuno... It's not Lay. That's the name of Kuno City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't...
It's impossible to deduce what it is.
Just a... Yeah.
Looks like you're a...
You're... Get lost. Kuno's...
It's all Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Kuno trying to... Watch out, Kuno! Help! Help! He's got the Kuno! Help! Help! He... Escalate, Kuno! Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody...
Look at his shit. Scare him. How did this happen? You can still get out of this. Appeal to his reason.
Эта кратная проверка доступна только всего один раз в стенде. Хуёво еще. А я могу сейчас как-то его увеличить?
Если есть в одежде что-то. Или улучшить навык. Но у тебя нету.
Это относится к чему? То, что вот этот выбор.
Грубая сила.
Грубая сила. Вот она, да? Ну ладно, хули, 42%, хули.
Лох.
You didn't shut him down. Your fat fist didn't meet its target. Instead, it pulled you down with it.
Ай, рука и колено, бля.
Pig's trying not to cry. Kuno can't believe this shit. Can no one stop the Kuno? Pig, Kuno thought you had this. What happened? Kuno can't do anything now.
Fucked your shoulder, fucked your knee, fucked your fat body up.
Я каждый же на базар. Киев, кореш, помоги. Нет, охуел.
Вызовите врачей, да?
Что делать? Подняться просто как чмо.
The creature behind the fence. It's a dry laugh. Mirthless. She's not even actually enjoying this. She only wants to hurt you.
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй.
Kuno made you his fucking...
The lieutenant isn't laughing at all.
Kuno beat the shit out of the popo. Beat your fucking knee up.
I told you not to tempt such forces.
На гремлинов.
Now, how about we go and do something worth the public's time?
Охуел? Я хочу поговорить.
See, it's the fucking war pig. Try not. You belittled yourself before the Kuno. Now you must seek his forgiveness.
А только один раз же можно ударить.
Fucking what pig?
Один раз, ага, это красный выбор.
Yeah. How are we gonna make it up to Kuno, pig shit?
A material offering is implied. He wants stuff. Only stuff can make it okay again.
Please don't waste time on non.
Don't listen to the blind fuck, piggo. You're doing the right thing here. Trying to get Kuno to. You can pay tribute to Kuno with drugs, or cigarettes, or some wheels. Kuno could use some wheels.
What are you doing? No, you really don't. That is a 12-year-old boy. His opinion.
You don't fucking matter, buck imp.
But why? You're turning this into a huge thing. Okay. I might understand if you told me, but sure. Let's not waste any more time here.
Как чмо уходим. А что там было с СК? Этот...
Проигравшие драки становится дохлым.
Бля, а чё я такой неудачник-то?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind.
Почему на эта хуйня мне повезло, да?
That's why they're two. Or there it is. You see a shabby little door.
Ну, заебись.
Ты чё, рано, слишком рано ты его открыл.
Почему?
A tool shed?
Шучу.
Let's investigate.
Я его на второй день вроде открыл.
А, ты не смог сразу открыть-то. А чё я туда не могу пойти, да? Пока... А, ну, посюда захожу я. Ясно. Я сейчас за один день выясню, кто убил сову.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Это я риторикой объясняю, что ли?
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no?
А, это дом мальчишки, где? Давай спиздим тут наркоту тогда. Так, подожди, а тут что ты видишь?
Ты же должен с ним подружиться.
Сейчас я его наркоту возьму и его же отдам. Логично, да? А он потом вернется домой, наркоту потеряет, но я же дал ту же наркоту. О, что это? Хочу. А, подожди. Посюда. О, лут.
Было бы.
Так, что это? А, я же сюда хотел пойти. О, что это? Крутко. Бабки. О, бабки. А я богатый. Самый богатый на районе.
Вроде должен до конца дня найти 60 бы.
Что это?
Задание.
Да ладно, бабки.
Еще 57 осталось.
А, как туда
Looks
попасть,
like
да?
someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Не пытайся, это уже 0
The
Нам
cloak?
нужно 2
I
шестерки.
do think it's yours, yes.
Нереально.
As to whether you should go for it, well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meters
Можешь
tops.
тоже подойти.
Whenever you're
Когда
ready to do
найдешь
it,
вещи
I'll
на
be
этом
right behind
берегись.
you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide? The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane tower. Then he turns back to the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind.
What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have, or it could be that we are just exploring.
Вау, ты же веришь в мою удачу?
А почему он сам не прыгнет, этот чувак? Нельзя его попросить, да?
Yes? Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the jamrock shaft. They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough.
А,
Prioritize
то
its
есть,
containers.
давай.
He simply nods.
Ну что, тут бабки только собрал, получается. Вот еще такое. Тут можно прыгнуть и достать, нет? Этот, друг на друга бы подсадились бы. Как будто музыка заела. Что это? Бабки. Спиздил его бабки. Я доволен. Сука, у меня боевой дух упал же. Типа, еще один боевой дух и конец игры, кажется. Да? Че он такой нытик-то? Над ним посмеялись, и он уже этот разнулся. Наркотики повышают на медь. А, мне же выгодно наркотики дать. Ладно, мне хп потратить, но у меня хп много же. Могу вообще спокойнее дать наркоту. Окей. Что это? Всё. Я готов дальше этот. Бля. А зачем?
This Postlovantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A There is a hollow, saddened ring as you kick the Levantorie mail collection box. Your toe has suffered damage.
О, бля.
Ты ходишь и тратишь
Cool.
свои хп.
You really showed that mail collection box.
He does not actually think it's cool. If anything, the lieutenant feels sorry for the poor box. He's leaning in to inspect the layers of graffito that deface it. The lieutenant pats the box ever so slightly. The mail collection box has no faith in your psychopathic manipulations.
Ящик. Чё, со мной добряк? А почему и со мной не зло? Что тут? Спокойно книги продают. Ну, бля, я хилку потратил, ну, жалко.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story, and board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the
Blah.
time. There are several different ones. A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to you. My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminal. And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how you don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
О, она читает детективы, она поможет тебе по-любому.
What's that mean?
Побузил.
And everything's better now, sir? Why is that? Oh, okay. I shouldn't have said that thing about Dick Mullen. More about books, maybe? My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside, minding the register, or organising. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
Мне нужен хил. I need healing.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover.
Так сказал, да?
Nearly all the rows and rows of Hiamdala men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from the display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hiamdal novels. A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching. Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular Man from Hiamdal in chains. Between the throne and the Hiamdala man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hiamdal novels.
Бабок не хватает. Интересно, а зачем книжки? Хочу в книжках Хеймдаля. Мне кажется, это характеристики прибавляет, нет?
А как тут заработать денег?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to an...
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for
Знаешь,
employees
как
only.
воровство.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books?
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the...
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences.
Бля, сама игра хочет, чтобы я это открыл, нет?
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
Сука.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. Thank you. Let's just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture in.
Talking is always good. Ghost lies. Rip them open, we say. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets.
У меня вот это прокачано на какой-то, он какой-то злой. Не, злого буду отыгрывать.
Если бы не он, то бы ты не открыл, походу.
О, лут. Шутка. Чего? Это же мужик, да?
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped. What if you just break it down?
Один раз, да? Это белая проверка, ее можно будет выбрать снова. Окей.
Only an echo. No one is there. That's right. Take in your surroundings. You need to have a solid ground and a proper posture if you want to succeed. Steady breathing. Solid core. You've got this. With one shoulder forward, you're ready to smash into the door like a battering ram. The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish. But the path to the... It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old.
А это мне добавило процент? Подготовка.
В смысле? Почему так?
Упс.
У тебя одно хп осталось.
Shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
Так, чтобы его дух исчезнет, если так делаешь по-любому.
Я же...
Are you alright? This looked pretty intense and painful, I must admit.
What is going on there? Are you really trying to break down the back door? I warn you, don't tempt the spirits, officer. Don't tempt the spirits or you'll damage the holy wards on the door.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. It's still locked and closed, covered in dozens of little charms and trinkets.
Потратить очки навыков на болевой порог. Я должен сюда тыкнуть, чтобы еще раз потом прийти сюда и бахнуть. Ладно. Прокачаю когда-нибудь. Извините, это просто... Это был пранк.
You've hurt yourself now. I told you not to mess around back there. What are you even trying to accomplish, you fool? You're only making things worse. Stop it. Be compelled to look at the books. Go to them. Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me. Wonderful. Did you talk to her? Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? Come now. It's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. I expect an answer. My precious. Her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then.
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled?
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
У меня даже папка покупать-то нет. Ой. Бля, я умираю.
The plaque on the shelf reads, biographies of famous people.
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the...
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are.
Денег нет, да?
Да, денег ни на что нет-то. А что такое?
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda. A map of the north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is to the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Coudon. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People should... It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. The strip of coast. No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. And then there's the burnt out quarter. No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and...
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one
Вал
available.
написал, что
The
он
other
без
two are not
сумрака
for sale
зашел.
anymore. And they're quite
Без
valuable,
сумрака?
though they might not look it.
Без
The
сумрака
map of
зашел.
Martinez is 90 cents, though.
А, туда где? Ага. Не надо.
That old thing? It's an out-of-date map from when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap.
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going.
Я же ревошоли
It'd be
сейчас.
nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
О, ты же можешь купить, да? Тебе же
Ну,
хватает.
но мартинец мне не нужен, мне нужен ревошоли же. Я же ревошоли сейчас. То как-то нелогично сейчас покупать мартинес.
Украл бы.
Открыл бы я без сумрака зашел. Псевдокачок Дофин. Вал меня обосрал. У меня псевдокачок.
На всех давай со всеми говори.
Whining about your back every time you bring out the measure.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Высокий шанс.
Я же могу за ними наблюдать и больше процентов сделать.
See? Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
Ah, mon Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back.
I hope you pass out from it. You goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
Trying to throw something as close to a predetermined point as possible. Measuring. Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You are letting down yourself and the team. Get in the damn game already. Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky.
Почему
Подожди.
так хуже стало?
Ой, блядь, я обосрался. Не, я другое начал использовать.
See? Ah, I hope you
Trying. Shush. Ignore. Doesn't matter what team. Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get in the game and throw the goddamn eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky.
Не надо было мне это делать, оказывается. Помнишь, у меня плюс 2 было почему-то, да? А сейчас минус 1 стало.
70% же было.
Да. А что-то я обосрался чем-то.
Sure, officer. I am René Arnaud, and my specially abled partner here is Gaston Martin. How can we help you? Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the union is the law, so can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties. I know the kind. Gaston here is the same.
Oh, René. If you only knew life beyond confrontations, conflict.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to what I do. Fire from heavy artillery. Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose a name to feel special. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiant. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to strap.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Because this place is a damn beachhead.
Мы че, Мартинеса, что ли? Я что-то запутался.
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris. This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs
Вот
out.
картинка же есть.
Most
Где
likely,
твой герой?
we're playing
У
Petanque
него
with their
всегда
mangled corpses.
такое будет, да?
Видимо, да.
Blood
Или когда
ground.
ты добрым станешь,
You
у
got
него будет
old
всё
René
доброе.
going
А,
down.
ну там
Like he isn't hungry enough already.
в начале игры зеркало смотришь, там можно было походу как-то поменять, но я обосрался там.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it.
He approves of this radical approach. Knows it was
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now...
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the...
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Preposterous! Surely you don't mean it. I'm just sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned to Revachol. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the suzerain as the king. Has everyone forgotten already? It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire. Yes. The terrain I do. Why? Because that commies, communists. Sadly, no. Should have fought.
It was probably a bit...
Because this... Yes, Martinez was used as one of the 3 this year.
Blood ground.
Damn.
He approved.
The rest of the...
Well...
You don't...
Thinking men have opinions on these things.
No, they don't. But I'm sorry it had to be the... I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King... Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world. This is just what the commies wanted. This, it doesn't. That was 100 years ago. Ain't got nothing. Damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him. And a true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frissel.
Some manner of self-deceit.
The suzerain is the king. It's no use talking to you.
Ах ты пидор.
You were still in Daddy's.
Я уже с ними даже поиграть не смогу, но...
The purity of snow always reminds me of the... Yes, I do. Why?
Да, блядь.
Fine. What do you want now, then?
Вал сказал, что 3% это же все.
I have really held down my...
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that
René, it's... Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance of the... Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really. No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist.
Они все убили. Все жители.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar.
He means caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep...
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
I'm not even anyone...
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone impotent in the Union. Evrard Claire. Everyone in Martinez knows...
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later.
The old soldier mumbles something, and there he stands. Proud, rigid and alone. Like a...
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings, oh yes. Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he doesn't know anything. Because no one...
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. I hate the socialist rabble. But even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything.
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something. Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspaper.
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed.
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really some officer. I have a vivid imagination. And like I say...
He just fluffs it up.
Of course. Don't sink into anything. Don't sink into any fight.
Just easier that way. Besides, life isn't as black...
Mon Dieu.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time. I'm sorry, officer,
О,
but
ты же
I
можешь
really don't
сыграть
share
с ним,
food.
да?
Сейчас
Nothing
посмотрю.
personal, it's
Можно
just a
спросить
principle.
правила.
The only one you have.
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to...
You can barely hear him. The sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and marinated onions emanating from the sandwich is driving your mind in a singular direction.
Fuck off!
Что ты сделал? Что ты сделал? Ты опять хуйню сделал.
Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a
Ну
bad
чуть
way.
When the dissidents come to
проиграл
raid
в
our
России.
country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? You're a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
Нормальный шанс, нормальный.
Oh, the goal is to throw you bull. As close to... That's the cochonnet. Well, first, you draw a circle about a half a meter in diameter. We made ours out of rope. Then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible. They must stay in the circle and keep both feet planted. I could, but I'd rather not. I don't want to take up your time.
Is he denying you information when you clearly requested it? That's it. We're blowing the lid off this man jar. You need to know things.
Ты разозлишь
Then
стариков.
there's measuring the distance between the bull and the cochonnet. I always measure ours, but usually the opponent has a right to measure if he has doubt
Надо со
about the
всеми
result.
врагами стать.
Can you believe this clown? This is information you must have, and he's stalling. Lives could be on the line, and he's just running out the clock.
Видите, побитых двое. А твой тип тебе не поможет ни одно хп.
Че это мой сумрак начинает бомбить?
So weird. What was that, officer? Actually, please, let's talk about some... Yes. I'm sorry, officer.
Good. Gaston finally understands the rules now. Let's see if...
What was that all about? Some experimental interrogation technique you're honing? We should leave quickly before it happens again. Right now is a good moment.
Ой.
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's soul.
А тут почему игра пропала, да?
А ты другого старика нажми. Другого старика.
А, там же сэндвич, нет?
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer.
Игра пропала,
Only I
где?
had the citizens militia.
А? Ладно, я еще приду к вами. Ваш сэндвич заберу. Где можно пакет купить? А, я же могу карту купить.
Интересно, Вал победил в игре или нет?
Он говорит, что у него 5-й день. И вроде говорит, что 7 дней есть. Часть.
Типа максимум 7 дней?
Кажется, да.
И ты хочешь раскрыть дела за один день?
To a bulletin board
Ну,
hidden. The maps
кажется.
look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of insulin.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
А, нет. Чтобы взять предмет, используйте кнопку взаимодействовать в инвентаре. Взаимодействовать в инвентаре.
Вот взаимодействовать же вон есть справа.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with your finger moves through the various streets. Across Rue de finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Я в зеркале нахожусь. Чё? А,
Ты в набережной даже, да?
я сейчас... Подожди, а почему это пропадает, если так нажимаю?
Ты же возле набережной был, где соряки.
Не. Чё? Рене Арну. Он где-то тут находится, говорит. Гастон. Легендарно. Сложно. Охраняемая дверь. Я здесь, получается. Где-то здесь.
А, вон плащ полицейского.
Вещи, портали рабочие. Грубая сила, сложно. Так, возместить ущерб мне надо. А, я должен был я потерял же это удостоверение. Что за мотокарета, интересно? Рация Кима.
Ладно, я курить.
Окей.
Yes? What do you want to know? Good. Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to... that's a fair point. That's correct.
That makes him a Beano-clad, completely uncopped material, if you say so yourself.
Are they?
You could use a good, normal peer yourself.
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're...
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
I can't say that it does, no.
The lieutenant produces his small blue... We all have our different You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system.
Good. Let's...
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum. A thick layer of graffito covers the lens. That's Kuno. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the wall, you know this to be the star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo. The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slip.
Logic error. She is not.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
If anything, you're afraid she'll take you out one day.
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Trying to sneak up on...
Бутылки собираю. Я пакет нашел. Симулятор бомжа. Буду бутылки продавать.
Симулятор бомжа же есть. Сыграй в симулятор бомжа.
Ранговая бомжовская шапка. Гуляемся. Так, я могу, значит, шапку одеть. Бля, теперь симулятор бомжа. А мне нужен скорость реакции? Да, скорость реакции. А, вот она, скорость реакции, кажется. Так, а что мне уменьшает? Самообладание? А, нет, риторику уменьшает. Что это? А, я не хочу себе симулятор бомжа делать. Ай, блядь, ладно.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache.
Это
Your
ты же
breath
можешь его
grows
с собой взял,
all
да?
old bullet holes.
Ты
At
с собой
least
взял
half a
шапку?
century.
Да.
A different era altogether.
Типа,
Я буду одевать,
можно
буду, когда
же
требую.
одевать, снимать, да, одежду можно же перед какими-то выборами.
Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old, perhaps a crime of a sort ages ago. But no, these do not warrant an investigation.
The lieutenant nods.
А это что, азиат, да, с тобой?
Азиат, ага. Это...
There must be another way into the building.
Оля, этот азиат ходит с чувачком, который память потерял. Еще этот алкаш. Еще этот... Стрёмный, короче.
Типичный же, типичный полицейский же. Во всех сериалах полицейские такие же. Просто алкаши.
Как Хэнк из... это... Детройт.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest. The door rattles against your knuckles, but the door rattles again. But this time, you hear...
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. I won't be responsible. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
There is no reply.
О. Боевой дух. Вау, же сила 1 было ж. И хп 1 получается. Персонаж.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines. The owners
Я
of the
могу
harbour.
плыть куда-то,
You
да?
gentlemen must be from the RCM. I meant you, the Revachol Citizens Militia. I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in...
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very...
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group. What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak...
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent. She nods.
Why, yes I am. The boat? No. It is called Cor de Lady. It's a pleasure craft. A 19-pacer. It also happens to be rated for my sloop. I like it a lot. It's the...
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Okay.
Good. Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct... And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective? I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
У меня внушение 1. О, жесть. Бонус от предметов -1 еще. Эта красная проверка доступна только всего 1 раз.
Предмет можешь снять, да?
Угу, я могу снять. Ну-ка, я могу сейчас так стою и снять. Нельзя. Если я провалю, уже все, типа. Ну ладно.
Of course. But before we do, officers, let me... The situation is extremely volatile. The sooner we can speak about this lynching business, the better for all of us.
That's what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
Внутренняя империя.
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub. Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge, and these are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible, within reason. Now look at you. You misery-clad simian. Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to you. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too... Yes. You're too ashamed to ask this person for money. Too scared to belittle yourself
Типа
in her
здесь что надо
eyes.
прокачивать или не надо?
As I was saying,
Его
if there's
знает.
any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Сила воли 2. Вообще не хватает же. Сила воли это психика.
Of course, detective.
Но я бутылки собираю, как бы норм. Я буду самым богатым. М? Чё?
Блин, хочу сыграть в эту игру.
Симулятор бомжа. Симулятор бомжа полицейского.
Ты купил это вот на этот раз скачать.
О, я могу дальше бутылки собирать. Ты покупаешь? А, вот же мотокарета.
Before you stands a motor carriage. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the... This must be the infernal machine that tore you from... In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gate. The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Чё здесь не ответил, не могу.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer.
Ten 2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over. 10-18, state your message, sir. Ten-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
1022, the captain. This sounds bad. Bad and scary.
Is it him? What does he want? Says he lost his badge and needs to report it. He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think? It's Officer Dick Mullen, the best Dick Mullen and the lost identity.
А, Дик Маллен, помнишь, я книгу читал уже про это полицейского?
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose. Defend yourself. Immediately. They laugh at you.
Авторитет. А что за авторитет? Я чмо. Сарги ставишь этот психику 5 ставь. Важно, оказывается.
Будь крутым, да.
Будь крутым, смотри, полицейская волна. Эмпатия, сила воли, внушение. Чё за чмо? Только плохие советы, как говорит.
Силу и психику надо брать, да? Чисто всех пить и внушаешь.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me! Mac, come here! You've got to hear this! Dick Mullen lost his badge!
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge. He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge. Why? Did he find it?
Это
Sergeant
токсик,
Orson was
да, это
wondering
хуже,
if
чем
you
у
found
нас.
your badge yet. Over.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Oh.
Lying over the phone.
Ooh.
Just say it like it's the truth. And then it becomes it.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance. Over.
Чё за говно? Если честно, я инструмент потеряла.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over.
Nothing is working.
Anything else, sir? Over.
Не, а они же могут мне пистолет прислать, нет?
Да, блин.
Okay,
А зачем этот
10-4, sir.
пункт
I
есть?
hear
А
you.
зачем
Relay
этот
your
пункт
question.
там
Over.
есть?
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12. Visitors present here. Over. Well, that's,
Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting our work?
He asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the RCN.
For God's sake, cut this shit out!
Tell him to stop wasting time and be a goddamn policeman for a change.
Sir, Satellite Officer Vicmar says...
Реально,
So,
типа,
was there anything
если бы
else?
тебе так позвонили же, отстой какой-то.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Типа, набухался и что-то там вообще спрашивает.
Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over.
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name. Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Бля, пойдите нахуй, короче.
Understood, sir. Over.
Я честно, я без лет потерял.
Я
Roger
ладно.
that. 10-10. Over and out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 0051.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a
Что-то
little
мне кажется, что я
rhythm with
сдохну
his right
сразу.
foot.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Чё?
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her.
Yeah.
No question about it.
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
Oh, no. I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is.
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes.
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off of them. You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall," painting them red. I won't be seeing it. People tried to back away from you, or even slip out of the door, but you screamed. I am the goddamned law, and you have to listen to me. You are all suspects in a murder investigation.
Me neither. No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie, and it almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask. Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform.
Ты же знаешь, где твоя
You had your
форма.
Ну да.
the disco things. No, not me. No, sorry, I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the court.
О, профсоюз.
Что-то профсоюз.
Someone calls the police.
Старик, что
The
ты
Union
знаешь?
Ну он же старик же, ничего не рассказали же ему. Типа он чмо.
You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Тут профсоюз власть, а не полицейский.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. With the... Yeah, go on. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm...
Why not?
What? No, why would you even think that?
Он сказал, что он обманул или не обманул чувак, который...
Ну, непонятно.
Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up.
Ой, я все обосрался.
No, absolutely not.
О, больно. Нет, меня опрокинули.
Откуда знаешь, может, у тебя дети и жена, семья? Ты же ничего не помнишь.
Ага, что это? Ну почему? Только один раз только доступно. А я не хочу его проваливать пока. Может, эмпатию как-то прокачаю.
You hear the call breaking up on the other end of the radio.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, a metallic drawer slides out from under the seat, and click.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Cold and heavy, like truth. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Ну надо ли все брать или пока, ладно, не буду его напрягать.
Pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on this. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not alternative translation. Don't.
С монтировкой в пакета.
Там кто-то сидит. А, это кто-то
Это та же. А, вот у нас.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
From another planet. You sure are, my man. It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon... Yeah, exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout. Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week. So tell me, what do you need?
Я мог смог.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of a sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
There's the...
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man.
Ты
I've
должен
got another
сказать,
haul of found
о,
cargo.
круто,
Mostly
хочу
sporting
спать.
goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the
Ну,
A6.
типа, получается, какой-то шанс есть, который может успех быть, и я какой-то фаун А6 узнал, а я, типа, мог это и не узнать, что, получается, мне эта хуйня работает, получается, да? Сама автоматически почему-то.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against...
Nope, don't smoke.
Он же курит.
Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse.
Что за пиздобол, бля?
For the sweet release of death.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement.
Ну,
Your
удачи.
senses have nothing to add. You'll have to ask around elsewhere.
Я что-то проебал. Ну, восприятие сама проебалась.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With three... Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work. The bosses, man. Makes sense. It sucks is what it does. It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in. Some pretty wild stuff I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company. Forget what I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like a strike negotiator type. They know what's up. Precise demands. They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't say that, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Все нормально, платят баб.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. Us lorry drivers, camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere.
Все
Get
вообще
drunk or
жестко
high.
токсичные.
Not my thing.
Любой ответ они
Chasing
токсично
transient
отвечают.
pleasures is a drag these days.
No.
I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
Don't be a stranger.
Я пришел за бутылками, можно? Так. Подожди. А, я могу по сюда пройти. Дальше. Что это? Что у меня на могилу показывает?
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings,
Это Рене. Что такое Рене?
son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip. What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many
Бля,
centuries
одного не хватило.
8% неудача, 8% удача, типа.
Одного не хватило.
High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble.
Ка. О, заебись.
Было бы круто, если бы ты этот сам бросал кости, да?
Ага. Заебись, нахуй мне эта концептуализация. У меня этот грубая сила добавила. Смотри, уже 5. Имба. Симулятор бомжа. $1.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just told you why.
Что там было? А вот это появилось, что ли, бомжиков? Что это было? Я хочу быть бомжекопом. Темный и несешь бред, грядет озарение. Скоро я буду Что там у меня появилось, а?
Озарение,
Грядет озарение, чисто появилось, да? Значит, еще не изучил уже, да? Смотрим. Скоро я буду бомжиком.
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar, the old L'Assommoir, to the pier or the sewers, to Le Royale, where for 300 years they interred the dead.
Нет, он сказал, что в отеле всегда спал.
Royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon. Then fight the Aramakan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
Что за трепет? Бля, смотри, я теперь могу больше бутылки собирать, нахуй. Чушь. Я согласен. А я могу забыть. Что за трепет? Тут есть такое понятие, как трепет. У меня она будет как 6, да?
Я через телефон смотреть.
Лимит улучшения повышается до 6. Ясно. Я отпиздил маркировкой. Блядь, я хочу деньги взять.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
А, тогда да, ему-то.
Ты же бомжиков, ты же не должен так делать.
Да, все это, да, пизды ему дать надо, охуел, что ли?
Couldn't handle us. Cause gives the workers strength, gives them power. We have a right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence. Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
Зови меня Маньяна. Маняня.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
I know nothing about a murder. Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Why not? I see numerous reasons not to pick a side in this local matter.
Pity. Let us work! Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work...
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do! We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
The physically impressive man tower has turned his attention back to the gates. He ignores your presence.
Scab?
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask. What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than Scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. These scabs ain't begging. They ain't holding on to their integrity. I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Че за постоянно бомж просит бабки, а?
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin narrowly slips by your outstretched finger.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Right, always glad to help out.
О, это 1
We're
реал
on the
дал.
same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs. My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage...
If it's all so simple, why don't the strikebreakers just go up the stairs?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him. Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again. And you enter the arbor through the office. Stop. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measure head in a physical confrontation, or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for sure.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me. That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It It is making the woman in my company sick.
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the jerking motions, signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Kroikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You will be superseded.
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the oil.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard. No, there's a peaceful solution. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own. Do it now.
Huh? Так, почему у меня грубая сила 5?
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
Блять.
That's understandable. Jean-Luc Measurehead is a sage and an intellectual giant of race theory. Who are you, handmaiden of Al Ghul? How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's...
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Я опустившийся алкоголик, да? Выёбываться, да?
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's...
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
Охуел.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
I don't dispute that you have been charged with protecting the people of a particularly challenging district. But poverty.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now.
Бля, меня хрустнули, что ли?
Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. It's because the furrows lost that match, said Captain Ptolemy.
Все, я прошел игру. Шучу. Нет,
Ты раскрыл убийство.
у меня грубая сила 5%, 40%. У меня концептуализация 4%.